I'm trying to pick the 3 guaranteed Pro Bowlers, Yellow Jackets in this draft.
Man, and knowing you probably got warm milk in it instead of cold milk. That's just not normal.
What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me.
Spaghetti. And he was being serious.
No,
We're
he was dead serious.
He was dead serious. Coming up on the Get Loud podcast. Oh, Anna's got us on the time limit.
Yes, she does, but we're going to go to Rio and not the place.
Oh, that's right. We're going to talk to one of the fans out there, talk about his podcast, and we got plenty of draft talk.
Yes, most definitely. I can't wait to show you some love.
Welcome inside the Big Bear AI Command Center studio. It is the Get Loud podcast presented by SeatGeek, the official primary ticketing partner of the Washington Commanders. Find tickets to Commanders games and more at SeatGeek. Prince Moot.
What's up, brother man?
Brother man, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Besides this up and down weather, I'm okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's kind of nasty today, but the rest of the week's going to be nice.
Listen, April coming. That's the month of kings, all right? The month that I'm born in. So it's coming, right?
All right. The month of kings.
Yeah, the month of kings.
Also, let us know what you want to see on the show. We're the People's Podcast.
Yeah.
You know? So you can email us, WashingtonGetLoud@gmail.com. Call us on house phone, 703-726-7419. Like and subscribe.
Yep.
And we are going to be at the draft party at Northwest Stadium.
At the stadium.
On the 23rd. Bluefoot's going to be there.
The question is, who are we drafting? That's the question. Whose name is going to be called and who's going to be the newest member of the Washington Commander family? See, that's what people don't really think about with us players.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're waiting to hear our name called, and when we hear our name called, now we know what jersey we're going to wear, but what city we finna represent and be a part of that community. That's different.
No, absolutely. And then depending on how things go, this could be your home forever.
No, see what it did to me?
That's what I mean. Like, look at you now.
Yeah, like this is my home. So hearing your name there is more than just living a dream.
Mm-hmm.
It becomes part of your future.
So come see us, Get Loud Podcast, Northwest Stadium on the 23rd on draft night. Come hang out, celebrate the draft with us. It's going to be an awesome time. Let's do your hot ticket presented by SeatGeek, the most disruptive ID in ticketing. A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek. We're doing headlines, and Anna, get on in here. Anna has us on a time limit now.
I do. I have a timer. I built it. There it is on the screen. And we're going to try to hit
We're not going to take that as a slight to us.
Oh, no, don't worry. I will be enforcing this timer. I actually think some of the topics we won't even need the timer for, but I'm excited to see how it goes. If you want to kick us off, do you see? Don't worry. I'll let y'all know.
Okay. Anna's going to let us know when we're out of time. So let's start with April 15th, tax day. Yeah. But guess what we get instead?
Yeah.
Uniform reveal, new uniforms.
Way to soften up tax day, Commanders.
Yes.
Way to soften it up. You got your tax deadline, but guess what we're going to give you? The new unis. And I think they've been waiting on this. I think they've been baking this for a while.
We're going old school, right?
No. Wait. I think they want to try to connect the present and the past and let you know that we ain't forgetting about the past. And I think it's going to be a great mashup of the two. I haven't seen them yet. I haven't seen it yet. But I got faith. I got faith that it's going to be good.
I feel like they've definitely taken their time here to figure this out. And we knew this was sort of coming, but I'm like you. We kind of know what to expect, maybe, but then again, there's always that little bit of doubt. Like, you never know. There might be a detail we're not thinking about.
That's what you want to feed on.
Yeah.
The I don't know situation of it. And, to me, it's like icing on the cake. Right before the draft, you're getting a new player.
Yeah.
You're getting new units, a new look, a new feel. I just think it works. I'm fine. I'm going to wait. I'm not going to jump off the porch.
Okay.
But I think it's going to be good.
Imagine if you get a refund and you get the reveal.
I don't get refunds.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm hoping for one.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So
We'll see.
you don't get no refunds. Yeah.
So what happens?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next topic.
Let's go.
Major League Baseball season is underway.
Hey, listen.
I'm excited. Hey, Nats took 2 or 3 from the Cubs this weekend.
The Nats are off and going right now. What they're trying to build over there with Senor James Woods. All right?
Senor.
I'm a James Wood fan. Now, my 2 favorite players right now, Ella De La Cruz. Okay. I love De La Cruz.
Yeah.
That'll be me if I played baseball.
Yeah.
And James Wood. Like, them are my 2 favorite baseball players right now.
I mean, and also they'd open up this weekend. We were looking at this earlier because we might go to the bullpen, right?
Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe we should all hang out at the bullpen sometime.
I'm in.
I always enjoy the bullpen.
Bullpen's fun.
It's just one big party.
Also, remember when Nats Park was first being built? Like, now, of course, it's built up. There's apartments, there's bars, restaurants. It was like just the bullpen.
Yeah.
It was just like a dirt space and drinks.
That shows you people don't need much.
That's right.
People don't need much.
Oh.
Give us the drinks.
Yeah.
We'll figure the rest out.
Yeah.
Picnic table, we don't need it. Whatever.
Live
music, dirt pit, we're good.
That's it.
Dirt pit.
Yeah, no, I'm serious.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
And the Dodgers are going to be in town, too.
College taught you that. How to survive off minimal.
Right.
Most
Yes,
definitely.
but Dodgers in town. Shohei.
Yeah.
Now, I might go see Shohei, most definitely. Hey, I'm sorry. Best baseball player to ever play the game. I know it's some Babe Ruth guys out there. I'm sorry. Shohei Ohtani was born to play baseball.
4,
Well, it's
3.
It's rare in the majors. There's one guy that brings you in. You just want to see. Like, he's one of those dudes.
I just want to see him. Yeah.
All right, next.
Cherry Blossom Weekend.
I was
DC.
downtown
You
by
went?
mistake.
I was going to say, is it worth it?
It was the worst. I'm talking about crowds everywhere, especially the National Mall. Like, the National Mall is just taken. All right?
Right.
And it's just people everywhere. I remember when I first got here as a youngster, I just didn't understand the cherry blossom. I was like, cherry trees don't grow in Washington. What are they talking about? Then I read the stories, and they was given to us.
A gift.
Yeah,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? So then I was like, okay, now I understand.
I've been down there a couple times. I've also been in D.C. for 20 years, so I'm kind of averse to going down there.
So you don't do the visitors things.
I mean, I've done it. I think, too, when you live in the city, maybe you take it for granted a little bit.
Yeah.
Also, I will say we're very lucky. We were out in Middleburg getting ready for our wedding.
Nice.
And there are cherry blossoms there on site. So I'm like, there's just us here.
Yeah.
There's plenty of cherry blossoms here. So we're getting to experience them just without the crowds.
It's just a tree. Like, let's just be honest.
It's just a tree.
It's just a tree. I'm just glad for tourism that people want to come see the cherry blossom.
DC was wild this week.
No. It was between the NCAA.
And the blossoms?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
All of it. Like, people everywhere. And I was like, you know what? I got to get. That's when you, as a person that live here, say, I got to get out the city.
Yeah.
I got to get out the city. Right now, I have to.
All right, we're out of time.
Out of time. Okay, so we're just talking about the NCAA tournament being in town.
Yeah.
What did you think? I mean, what was your biggest overall takeaway? I have to say, that UConn Duke finish was one for the ages
Duke
yesterday.
got everything that they deserve.
I loved it.
All right, them blue
loved
blood.
it.
Everybody like to talk about Duke and North Carolina and Kentucky. When like if they ain't in the tournament, it ain't a good tournament.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. All right, because the big blue Michigan is in there. Who I pick? I hate to toot my own horn, but what I'm saying is, what happened to Duke deserve to happen to Duke. UConn is a thorn in their side. Every time UConn comes and beats them.
It just goes to show that when you have championship experience, because now UConn's going for the 3rd title in 4 years.
Yes.
They were down 19 points. That's the biggest lead ever given up by a number 1 seed ever to lose in the NCAA tournament. And so for them to be up that big, and then UConn with 0.4 seconds left, it just goes to show, if you're the Huskies, having been there and having a coach that knows how to win it,
Yes.
man, it just goes such a long way.
Translates,
Never out of it.
And I feel bad for Caden Boozer.
I do too.
Because, you go from the man on campus to the man who done it. And guess what? As an ex-athlete, I know how hard it can be on that campus going to their union, trying to get something to eat. They asking you what happened. You seen what happened. Get out of my face.
What'd you say? At least I had that gold Chevy.
At least I had that gold Chevy. You know what I'm saying? So anytime things got bad for me, I just hopped in the gold Chevy and I just rolled out, man. That was my thing, man.
All right, next and last topic.
Draft development. That is the subject here. What that means is Ohio State had their pro day.
Yes.
Carnell Tate decided he would not run the 40 after, I
Nothing
believe,
wrong with
running
that.
4.53 at the combine. What'd you
Well,
think?
they say 4.5. Some people say 4.4. Anytime you got hand time, the hand times are always going to be different. But why wouldn't you go to Ohio State? 5 out of the top 10 players are from Ohio State.
Maybe they have 3 top 10 draft picks.
Like,
Maybe 4. I mean,
4.
who knows?
Like 5 could be 5. Like, so,
Crazy.
yes, most definitely for the first time, Alabama, Ohio State had they both pro days on the same day. Nobody showed up at Alabama. Everybody showed up at Ohio State.
I didn't realize that.
That's a slap in the face to the SEC. We got to grab this thing back, Jinx. The Big Ten is taking over right now.
Here's the thing, and this is because Texas is new to the SEC.
Yeah.
When you see something like that happen, do you take that as a slight being a member of the SEC? Because I don't. I don't care.
I take it as a slight.
Do you?
As an SEC guy, we take it as a slight because Big Ten been winning. Since the NIL started, the Big Ten has been winning. IU, OU, I'm sick. All right? SEC, we got to take something back. If it ain't for Mississippi State in baseball, we wouldn't have no championships in the last 5 years.
You might get one this year because Texas is number 1 in the country, I think, in baseball.
Yeah, guess who ain't far behind y'all? The Mississippi State Bulldogs.
We'll go to Omaha.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Okay. So I think last week we were talking about you were most likely to succeed. Was that in high school?
Yeah, I was. I was voted most likely to succeed. Teachers got it right.
They got it right.
They got it right, man.
I mean, they did.
Hey, listen. Sometimes the yearbook gets it right.
That's true.
They do. And you got to realize these teachers, they done seen kids come through year after year. So I think they understand, like, this dude probably going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, this young lady probably going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
Not him.
Sometimes you get it wrong, too.
No. You cannot judge a book.
You never know.
You can't judge a book.
Now you never know. So we're going to do most likely to.
Yeah.
Talking about the NFL draft.
Yeah.
Who's the most likely to outperform their draft position?
Okay. So that means they're going to get drafted low.
Or lower.
Lower than
but they should have been drafted.
Anticipated.
Yeah.
I got 2.
Okay.
Harold Perkins Jr., linebacker for LSU. He's a beast. He been a beast, but he been hurt. And because he been hurt, the best ability is availability. And he hasn't been available. So therefore, his draft stock will take a hit. He will go in the 3rd. Maybe he just ran himself into the 2nd. I don't know. But whoever draft Howard Perkins Jr. is going to get a dog. And I'm talking about he gonna put you in the mold of a Miles Jack.
Okay.
That's who he reminds me of. Another one, wide receiver from Notre Dame, Malachi Fields. Malachi Fields, big guy, big catch radius. Not gonna run away from anybody, but don't need to at 6'4", 6'5". All right. He's going to outplay his draft status. He might be drafted like the 5th round. He will eventually be a starter in this league right there. So I gave you 2 nuggets.
I'm gonna go with Avion Terrell.
Why? He gonna go in the 1st round.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna be one of those dudes when you look back, you're gonna say, man, we had an opportunity to take him sooner.
He's a baller.
Yeah, he's a baller. The only thing that really is against him is his size. He's a smaller guy.
Yeah.
But outside of that, man, he is a pest. He's all over the football. Can play inside and outside.
Well, you know what? I don't do the size thing.
Yeah.
Like,
if you can play, you can play.
Are you a football playing Jesse? That's all I need to know. I don't care about size. I don't care about any of that because I always taught this. If you're an anomaly, size-wise, it's a reason why.
Yeah.
Like, even when I played the guys, Kansas State are known for bringing us 5'7" running backs. Like 5'6".
Sproles?
Yeah. You got Sproles, Rock Hot, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like it was so many of these dudes. And I was like, it's hard to put somebody on the ground that's already on the ground. Being short is an advantage.
Yeah.
So if you show me a anomaly, you be like, yeah, this guy. I'd be like, well, he balling.
Right.
So it's a reason why he's that good.
Who is most likely to lead rookies in reception touchdowns?
Listen, I don't know this guy personally, and I don't know this guy's personality, but he's seen a little throw, and I think all football players are a little throw. Malachi Lamont, he's an idiot. He's there. Did you see him answer his questions at the combine?
No, I missed it.
And he was looking like this. They're like, Malachi, what you gonna do? He just sit there looking like, so he throw. But he's a baller from UNC. Yeah. He can play inside. He can play outside. He just one of them dudes. And I feel like he's going to be a Los Angeles Ram.
Yeah.
I feel like that's in his future. So if you go to Matt Stafford and you're the number 3 guy, with those 2 horses out there, Puka Nacua, you're going to get the most balls, especially playing inside.
The most idiot interview I think I ever saw was this guy, this is forever, this is probably 20 years ago, and it was someone in the Ravens locker room, some linebacker. He didn't last very long. Yeah. And it was Thanksgiving. So a reporter was like, okay, hey, what is your favorite part of Thanksgiving? What part of the meal do you love the most? And he goes, spaghettis. And she was like, no, like turkey, dressing, green bean casserole, whatever. He goes, spaghetti.
And
he was being serious.
No,
We're
he was dead serious.
He was dead serious.
What day ain't good for spaghetti? Like, spaghetti is just one of them go-to dishes that nobody ever turns down.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And mom don't care about making because it's easy to make.
Right.
Like, spaghetti.
And not just spaghetti.
Spaghettis. Oh, I want it all.
Jordan Tyson, I think, is one of those dudes that could surprise
you ain't worried about him staying healthy.
That's the one thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he didn't have an injury history,
he'll be the first wide receiver taken on the board.
Yes, he would.
All right, most definitely. I'm surprised they don't want us to pick Carnell Tate.
I loved his answer when he was talking about not running at pro day. He was like, "I'm a football player."
Thank you. I don't got
I'm a
time
football
to be
player.
judging.
Like, yeah, if you're gonna judge me between 4.4, 4.5, fine. I'm a football player.
And listen, the one thing about the draft, it's not finding reasons why to draft you. It's finding reasons why not.
God, that's a good
and
way
that's
to put
what
it.
people do not understand about the draft. You'll be eliminated by if you don't meet certain criteria.
Mm-hmm. All right, who's your pick? Offensive rookie of the year. It's way early.
Offensive rookie of the year.
Is it Jeremiah Love?
Jeremiah Love.
It's
Jeremiah Love. Listen, running backs always got a chance to be rookie of the year because they're going to touch the ball way more than a wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Kenyon Sadiq is my second guy for offensive rookie of the year because at that tight end position, he can easily get 100 catches.
Yeah.
He could easily get 100 catches, and he could easily have average 80 yards a game and be the rookie of the year, similar to what Brock Bowers did.
Mm-hmm.
But I think just instantly, when you put Jeremiah Love on your team, I don't care if it's the Tennessee Titans, I don't care where it's at, you're going to get 250 carries as a rookie.
Right.
That's going to give you a chance to be rookie of the year. And this guy's slipper. This guy fast. Plus, he can catch out the backfield. That's another 50 touches.
He blocks. Like, he does everything well.
Yes. He looks the part. That's all I'm finna say. So I go Jeremiah Love. What say you?
Oh, I mean, that's who I was going to choose. I was looking at the scouting report. I was just kind of reading and researching. And of course, they got to find something wrong.
Yeah.
They're like, well, he runs upright a little bit. I'm like, man, when that's all you got.
Yes. So do the marathon run.
Right. It's like,
he runs
okay,
upright
right,
too.
Upright a little bit. Okay.
All humans run upright
right.
in some form
if that's
or fashion.
all you got, you ain't got much.
You ain't got much to stop him then.
Right.
So most definitely, Jeremiah Love, Kenyon Sadiq, there go my two right there, offensive rookies of the year.
Defensive rookie of the year. It's a tough
it's
one.
some dudes.
I know. A lot of dudes.
Because I can easily see David Bailey getting 15 sacks.
Right.
I could easily see Sonny Styles with 140 tackles.
You could see
3
Arvell
interceptions.
Reese. Yeah.
4 sacks. Arvell Reese. All right. Bane. Caleb Downs go for 6 picks.
All those dudes, you could, it's just like throw a dart.
Mansur Delaney is who I'm going to pick.
I know. Who's Delaney?
That's the cornerback. LSU just ran a 4.3. Tall, long, can get the ball back, aggressive. Because I feel like if you can get 5 interceptions as a rookie, you can probably get the player. You can get the defensive player of the year, rookie-wise. And I think he's the guy to get it done, especially if Bane, Bailey, Arvell Reese kind of cancel each other out because one guy 11 sacks, the other got 10, the other got 10. It'll be the cornerback that gets it. Maybe Caleb Downs, who knows?
I started to say he might be the best overall player in the draft along with Jeremiah Love. And also, this is where you get drafted, who drafts you matters in a big way.
It matters. And if you're a corner like Delaney, am I going to a team where the other corner makes them throw at me?
Right.
Like that, so it's cause and effect there. And if I'm one of these pass rushers, am I the only pass rusher on the team? Or do I got somebody else over there that unlocks me?
Right.
Yeah.
Also, give us a call, guys. We always want to hear from you. 703-726-7419. That's 703-726-7419. Or you can email us, WashingtonGetLoud@gmail.com. And do not forget, Thursday, April 23rd. Draft night. We're going to be live at Northwest Stadium. Sean is going to be there.
Yeah,
we're going to be there.
Bluefoot. Yes.
Seen Blue in a minute.
Yeah, that's my guy, man.
Yeah, we're going to have a great time. That's one of my favorite nights of the year that we do.
The
draft,
the
unexpected is so exciting.
Well, I'd be excited for the draft because I'm more excited for the players that's getting drafted and their families. Like the change that happens overnight. You wake up that morning, peasant. You go to sleep that night, to sweet prince. Right? So you go from peasant to prince. Not no more since NIL.
Especially if you get paid. I mean, but like,
I'm just saying, it's a translucent day where you literally at the top of the day, you don't got a clue what city you finna live in. You ain't got a clue where you finna go, what pick you finna get picked.
Yeah.
But you wake up, you're not a millionaire. When you go to sleep, you are a millionaire, man.
Best night's sleep you
know
ever
what I'm saying?
had.
It's the best 24 hours of your life. Everybody in your family, we rich. No, I'm rich. Like, that's
Me. You didn't get drafted.
Oh, you got cousins.
I got drafted.
You got cousins. We done did it. Like, so it's a different experience, man. I tell a person, this probably one of those days where your euphoria, you can't explain the feeling. You
may never feel that way again.
Like, it's nothing can compare to that besides signing that second contract.
Right.
We done did it again. But no, that's a day that you cannot forget. And I just thank Lord that I got a chance to share them days, that day with my mom and my grandma.
Yeah.
That was everything for me. That was everything for me. And I dropped some picks in the draft. I got right on the mic. They put it in my face. I said, don't worry. Ice always float to the top. Somebody in the back holler, ice cold!
Oh my God, I can't wait! And there's going to be so many things that could happen between 1 and 7. It's going to be really fascinating to see what happens.
First of all, the Raiders don't even need to waste their time on the clock. Just
don't take the 15 minutes.
Just
get
go up
there,
there, get it.
Right.
Put the Jets on the clock.
Right.
Put the Jets on the clock. All right. And then let's see what happens, man. But it's one of them days, man. Like, for all the players that's about to go through that, enjoy it. Yeah. Enjoy it with your people. And I always tell people, don't throw no draft party with the people that didn't help you get there. Throw a draft party with the people that got you there, with your family. That's what I did. Do that. Don't even go to New York. Stay at home with your family.
Yeah. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Time for voicemails. Let's bring in Anna.
Absolutely. And then we'll hit our ads afterwards.
All right, let's do that.
But let me get to first thing is first. Hello. Can't talk. I have an email from a fan named Matt in Long Beach, but I believe PG County.
Beach?
In Long Beach, but PG County born and raised.
Okay.
What's up, Anna, Jenks, and Smoot? Can you all discuss the limits of positional value theory? RE drafting love. I get the argument that running backs 6 through 40 are largely viewed as interchangeable and thus not worth top draft capital. But if you have a top 5 guy like Saquon, Bijan, or Christian McCaffrey, it seems to me that you can't find a better bang for your buck even on their second contract. Show me a wide receiver who impacts the game as much as Saquon, and I will show you a salary that's twice as high as his $20 million a year. Is there a better return on investment in the NFL than paying Christian McCaffrey $97 million over his 9 years of play, or Saquon $80 million for his 8 years? HTTC, Matt.
Great email.
I don't do the positional value thing. I think when you get players, your positional value is about how good are you at your position. I don't care. You can't tell me I can't draft a running back in the top 10 because it ain't there. No, he's right. Saquon, as much as A.J. Brown opens up that offense, it's Saquon that keeps that offense churning.
Yeah.
And Jackson Smith and Jigma just got $160 million. I would rather pay a running back $60 million to be my bell cow before I pay a wide receiver that outman his money. So I think I'm not worried about – the only person I'm not taking in the first round is a kicker. Now, if it's Aubrey from Dallas, I might think about it. All right? All I'm saying is I don't believe in the positional value thing because players – you can't tell me Bo Jackson ain't just as much needed on the team than the Jerry Rice.
It's just that it's harder to find a running back that is worthy of being drafted. Like linebackers, for example, you find a great edge, a great linebacker, you're going to have a bigger pool. But with running back, you got to make damn sure he is that elite level before you pay him like that.
Well, you got to know that he's a Ricky Williams. You got to know that he's a Barry Sanders. You got to know that this guy been a blue chip out. It did not take any scouts any time to know that Adrian Peterson was special. All right, some guys, you just know it. Jeremiah Love, you know he's special. He's better than the rest of these backs. Are the rest of these backs good pro backs? Yes.
But he's one of one.
He's elite.
Yes.
All right, and this, when you put the word elite, athlete, most people say safety. Don't draft a top 10 safety.
All the time.
Well, if they're top 10 safety Sean Taylor, I'm taking him. All right, if they're top 10 safety Ed Reed, I'm taking him. They change games. So it's all about the caliber of player, not the caliber of the position.
Very good email.
All right, next voicemail from C. Michael Henson.
What's up, Get Loud crew? This is C. Michael Henson. I got 3 quick things. First of all, Fred. Hey, Fred. Man, you crazy. Why am I calling you crazy? Why you got to take the cereal outside on the front porch? Man, and knowing you probably got warm milk in it instead of cold milk. That's just not normal. And second thing, number 2, I think all of us have been participating in the fraud for most of our lives. And that fraud is none other than Punxsutawney Phil. If we see his shadow, it's 6 more weeks of winter. Man, look at the calendar. It's going to be 6 more weeks of winter anyway. Why we got to spend our February 2nd looking for this animal coming out the hole and looking for his shadow? It's going to be winter anyway. And, you know, especially where we live at, it's going to be winter regardless. And last thing I just want to say, I think we killed it in free agency, and now we just need to kill it in the draft, then kill it in the off-season workouts and the training camp, so we can kill it during the regular season and make it back to the Super Bowl. Hail to the Commanders.
See, Michael, you don't know how it feels to sit at the end of your driveway with your shirt off, eating them cereal in the sun, making you feel so.
This is a hard sell, man.
This
is a hard sell. And now the shirt's off.
I don't know who you're convinced.
Yeah, my shirt was out. Like, I'm solar powered. All right? I've been solar powered since I was young. All right? I'm powered by the sun. And I'm an Aries. I'm a fire sign. I am powered by the sun.
You ever put your cereal in the microwave?
No. That's oatmeal.
I know.
We're not doing that.
Ugh, gross.
All I'm saying is,
Ew.
until you have done it, do not knock it.
Okay.
I just like
a big bowl of Captain Crunch just in the sun.
And make sure your shirt's off. When you
Shirts
do it.
off. Just La Vida Loca. Just
La Vida Loca.
Just neighbors wondering, who do I live next to? He out there in the driveway again.
Okay, how long before, if your milk is cold before it starts to warm up? Pretty quickly.
You eat cereal pretty fast.
Cereal
is not one that you leisurely eat.
You just sit in the driveway, shirt off?
The biggest bowl you ever seen in your life.
By the end, you got some oatmeal in there.
No, listen. I'm just keeping it 100, man.
All right, we ready for our next voicemail?
Also, by the way, Punxsutawney Phil is a fraud. Was not on my bingo card today.
But it's valid.
It's valid, though, yeah.
First of all, who made the Groundhog thing up? Because Groundhog ain't got nothing to do with no weather. All right? Groundhog got nothing to do with no weather. All right? Listen to me. We as humans, we have these things from the past that we refuse to turn
We like
to
these
page.
rituals as reasons to get together. Yeah.
Like we know. And then we sit, and here go the thing that, just let me know, humans, we just humans. We sit by that hole, too, and just wait on a random groundhog to get up, and he poke his head out of there, and he looking at us like,
They hold him up. He doesn't want to be held. He's like,
he looking like, why is this humans outside of my home? Like, that's the first thing he wondering. And we wondering like, yeah, when is he going to see his shadow? We don't know if he's seen his shadow. We don't know, man. We got to stop this. We got, like, at one point, we just got to say, you know what? 4 more weeks.
4 more weeks.
We don't need nobody to validate it. The National Weather Service say 4 more weeks of cold, chilly weather.
But Punxsutawney Phil disagrees.
Hey, ain't no roach. Ain't no animal has seen their shadow. We don't care. We don't care. We got to stop it, people.
You ready for our next call?
Yeah, let's do it.
What's up, y'all, on the Get Loud podcast? Love you. Fred and Jinx, y'all are awesome.
Appreciate you,
man, Fred, man. You can't be eating that cereal out in the sun. It didn't make your stomach boil. And I got a question for you. What's your favorite cartoon on Saturday morning to eat that cereal with? And what's your favorite cereal? And this is your boy, L Boogie, straight out of Rocky Mount, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Been a Redskin / Commanders fan all my life.
So, favorite cartoon to watch
Saturday night. I mean, Saturday morning. So you don't know nothing about that.
No, I don't. And then also, favorite cereal.
You had Cartoon Network, so you don't know nothing about Saturday. So we can only watch Saturday morning cartoons on Saturday morning.
Right.
All right?
Yeah.
Thundercats.
Oh. Thunder, Thundercats.
Voltron.
Voltron's a good one.
And I used to like to visit the village of Papa Smurf.
I watched the Smurfs.
Yeah, the Smurf was universal.
Oh, yeah.
Like, dudes kind of like didn't want to tell their friends that I watched the Smurfs.
Who was the enemy? Gargamel?
Yes, Gargamel and Azrael. So what I'm saying is, dudes, one cartoon that dudes would not openly talk about was the Smurfs because it was soft.
That's true. But everybody liked the Smurfs.
Everybody liked it, but they wouldn't tell the truth about it because it was like, yeah, dude, you watch the Smurfs?
And you'd be like, Smurfette looks good, though.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Like, can I watch it or can I not? Favorite cereal, too? Oops, all Crunch Berries.
Wait, what?
Have you not had the Captain Crunch?
Oh,
with none of the light tan hard ones.
Okay.
It's just all Crunch Berries.
Oh, okay, I got
so,
you.
oops, all Crunch Berries at the end of the driveway with milk
with
and
the
no
shirt off. No shirt.
Off. Yes.
I like Frosted Flakes, Captain Crunch. You know what's sneaky good?
What's that?
Kind of dorky is Life is actually good.
Life's pretty good. Actually,
Life.
Life is sneaky good because it has that little bit of sugar.
Not good.
Oh, it has that little bit of sugar right in the middle.
No.
Do you know how there's there's like little, for a while, child models on the front
of Life? Yes.
Life. The person who owned Life was neighbors with like a family friend of mine, and so my family friend was on the Life cereal box. Jason's probably like so.
Yeah.
Because it's small world for me. But yes, totally. Like I literally knew somebody on the front.
I would have thought nobody would have picked Life. It's Life cereal.
It's good.
I'm telling you. Terrible cereal.
No, it's good.
No, but it's good. I like Life.
What about Honey Smacks? Now you can't eat Honey Smacks in the hood because they look like roaches.
Oh.
And so you can never tell if it's a Honey Smack or a roach.
Do you remember Honeycomb?
I can dig Honeycomb.
Let me tell you, I am convinced they had this contest. Because you know, cereals used to have all sorts of contests, right? There's something at the bottom.
I always had a toy.
And they had this contest where you would pull out different license plates from different states. And it was really cool, like little mini license plates. I remember I got the one from Minnesota. It was like Land of 10,000 Lakes.
Yeah.
But if you pulled up a license plate that said Lucky One, which is a very blank license plate, it meant you were the lucky one and you won a brand new dirt bike. Yeah. And I got that one day.
What?
Yeah.
And I didn't understand what it meant. I was like, this is dumb. And I threw it away because I was so focused on the States. And then like a few weeks later, I was like,
I won.
I could have had a dirt bike.
Oh my God.
I blew it.
You blew it.
Oh, that's awful.
But the prizes in the cereal box used to be amazing.
They used to be awesome.
They used to be amazing. Like parachute dudes, all kinds of stuff. Worst cereal of all time.
Oh,
I used to go to my auntie house. She couldn't cook. She still can't cook to this day. And she kept just boxes and boxes of Raisin Bran.
I knew you were going to say Raisin Bran.
I hate raisins.
And I'm like, ugh. Who eats Raisin Bran? First of all, raisins as a whole.
I don't like raisins.
Can we put them in the pumpkin section and say that they're not?
I don't eat raisins.
I'm not crazy about raisins. They're not the
Nobody likes raisins. So why would you make a cereal Raisin Bran? And just thinking about that being poured in a bowl makes my stomach curl. All right. Even I admit I talked to a gallon of milk, say it don't even like Raisin Bran. I'm just telling you like this. Raisin Bran is the worst.
Well, I guess Raisin Bran is never going to sponsor our show after that. Like they're done.
Raisin Bran is out.
Yeah, sorry.
Do they still make raisin? I'm sure they do.
They
have
do.
to. It's like fruitcake.
It's
somebody out there.
Yeah.
This is the reason this stuff is still
Did you
getting
guys
made.
ever have grape nuts cereal. Do you remember
You know
that?
what? Grape
You know what?
nuts
I
not
would eat
bad.
some grape nuts.
They're not bad. And if
not
you
bad.
mix them in yogurt,
Yeah,
not bad.
actually. And you know what I do? I put just a touch of sugar in there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Chasing
Not
that
too much.
diabetes, ain't you?
Oh, man. Yeah, you're not wrong, though.
Yeah. Another one I'm not crazy about, frosted.
Frosted Flakes?
Oh, no. Like shredded wheat. Remember the
No,
frost-
shredded wheat is the worst.
That's-
I like shredded wheat.
You would like
If
shredded
it's
wheat.
frosted and it's
You
the
look
mini
like
wheats,
a guy that likes
I like
shredded wheat.
Yeah.
yeah, the frosted mini wheats, I feel like the ratio of like frosting to
Oh, that's better.
better.
Yeah.
But
The thick ones, though, you want the mini ones.
yeah, you want
Those
the
are
mini.
really good because it's just the right
The
balance.
Kellogg's cornflake, they're just regular
Cornflakes.
cornflakes.
You probably like Special K.
Don't like Special K at all.
Oh, I like Special K.
Of course you do. Women love Special K. Like if it's ever
I
been
love
a,
Special K.
No, if it's ever been a cereal designed just for women,
I think it was,
it was
right?
Special K.
Well, okay, back to apparently I have a lot of cereal connections because I want to say I have a family member who like developed the fruit for the Special K, so
Oh
it like
my
stayed
God.
preserved. I'm not kidding. I just didn't
You
realize
like,
I had this
you
many
have
like
secret
cereal
cereal
industry
stories.
connects. Yeah, weird. Okay, next voicemail. Sorry to I just
Oh, man.
Jeeks, Anna, Kayla, intern Amanda, you still around?
neither are
She's
here.
here.
Guys,
Amanda's here.
It's your boy, Traveling Jay. Here's the deal. I'm thinking that at number 7, we're going to go with Delane from LSU, the cornerback. He's definitely going to be there. Do you think that he's going to be a first-round pick? I don't know. But that's my pick. And if I get it right, I need you to come on the air, Smoot, and say, Traveling Jay Stradamus. Okay?
Traveling
All
Jay
right, guys.
Stradamus.
I love you more than anything. I love you more than mashed potatoes, all that stuff. Yeah, let me know.
Traveling Jay's the dumbest.
Love hearing from Traveling Jay. Okay, Kayla is currently out. She's covering the HBCU showcase.
Yes.
And then intern Amanda is in and out of our tapings, depending on her schedule with our other shows. So,
Yeah.
Jason's here in the back.
But Jason's
Yeah.
in the back.
Yeah.
So a shout out producer Jason, who is our podcast
Traveling
guru.
Jay threw Delaney at 7.
Yeah.
Okay. I could see this happening if Jeremiah Love goes to Tennessee.
Okay.
Sonny Style goes to New York Giants. David Bailey goes to the
Jets, maybe?
Jets. And Arvell Reese is gone.
It could happen.
That could easily happen. And then, you
Would they look
look
at Tate, maybe, though?
Huh?
Did you say Tate?
Cornell Tate,
If
Delaney.
he's sitting there, they need someone with Terry.
Listen, there go your 2 picks. If the other
Yeah.
guys are gone, them your 2 choices right there. And it's wide receiver or cornerback. Which one is most important to you? All right, a wide receiver running mate with youth for JD5,
Mm-hmm.
or somebody that can batch that on the other side, a shut down corner. Now ask yourself, who is the highest rated out of the 2? I would say Delaney might be a better corner than Tate is a wide receiver.
Okay.
So then it's about who is the better value
Yeah.
right there. And I would probably say Delaney.
Well, it's interesting, too, is the Commanders still have some money to spend, right?
Yeah.
So there are still moves to be made potentially
After the draft.
after the draft,
Yeah.
which makes you think, okay, well, you don't always know the complete story until the fall begins.
Yeah, until it rolls
Yeah.
out there. But Traveling Jay, I could see in a world us taking Delaney at 7.
Okay. Very good.
That's it for our voicemails and emails. Thanks everybody for sending those in. We love hearing from you.
Absolutely.
But we are hoping that see, I'm cheering for Ty Simpson.
Okay.
We need Ty Simpson to continue to kill this draft process.
I mean, he was saying I'm definitely a first-round pick. He is.
It's gonna be there, but is anybody willing to take him in the top 10?
Well, I was going to say on Ty Simpson, I think a big conversation in the pre-production meetings that we've been hearing is Dan Orlovsky's take
Yeah.
on Ty
Saying that
Simpson.
he's better than Fernando Mendoza.
Yes, and I'd be curious to hear your guys' thoughts on that take.
I thought old Dano got outside himself. And I can understand because he's watching the film. And it's a lot to like about Ty Simpson. But Fernando Mendoza has went out there and showed it in games. And I think what he's saying is they ran this RPO at Indiana. He's saying that you're not going to be able to just do this in the NFL.
Right.
You're going to have to go through progressions. All right. And when you do an RPO, it's I read the defense if they're playing a pass defense, I give it to the running back. If they're not, I throw the ball. Ty Simpson had to do this: hike the ball, first read, second read, third read. And that's what Dan is talking about. Olowski is one has been already processing the field, and the other one just had to process half of the field. All right, and he thinks that Mendoza is going to take a little time to get going in the league, which I don't think so, because he reminds me of a running Matt Ryan.
Okay.
That's who he reminds me of. I can run, but I happen to have the same skill set as Matt Ryan. But like I said, I hope somebody falls in love with Ty Simpson. Might want to trade up to number 7 to make sure don't nobody get him, because offensive linemen and quarterbacks reshape drafts. And we need a quarterback to reshape the draft.
And the one thing about Mendoza that I haven't seen from Ty Simpson, or maybe in certain spots, is that Mendoza, in a 2-minute drill, when games are on the line, is about as clutch as it gets. We saw it against Penn State when they had Omar Cooper catch that pass back of the end zone. They won that game.
Old State.
We saw it in a national championship game where he was making back shoulder throws at just the right time. When it comes down to when it's winning time, that guy elevates his game.
And the question is, which one can coach a team? I think Mendoza can tote a team, and I think Ty Simpson can be a part of a team. More like a Brock Purdy than a guy that can, a Joe Burrow, that you could just build the offense around.
I agree. All right, let's pay some bills now. Commanders fans, SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of Hail to the Commanders, and here to help you experience all the action from football to funk and any other live events at Northwest Stadium. SeatGeek has the tickets. SeatGeek, the official primary ticketing partner of the Washington Commanders and Northwest Stadium. And huddle up, Commanders fans. The Commanders Golden Raffle, operated by the Virginia Lottery, gives you the chance to win the ultimate fan experience. That means tickets, VIP treatment, special appearances by Washington legends, and much more. Limited tickets are available, so visit VALottery.com/commanders to enter the raffle today. That's VALottery.com/commanders, and break.
Yeah, you might can get that reading trophy if you keep this up.
I'm working on it.
You maybe Get Loud just needs to steal the GOAT trophy from Command Center Pod. I don't know what Jason thinks back there, but that can be our new competition between the podcasts.
Jinx is in it. He was a child prodigy. He's been reading since he was like 3 months.
That's the problem. It's almost not fair. It's almost not fair.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Okay, so most valuable prospects in the draft right now. So you can give a top 3. I give a top 3. Value is relative, right? It doesn't necessarily mean top 3 picks, right? You're talking about value relative to maybe draft position.
I'm going to go the top 3 elite athletes. That's how I'm going to put mine.
Okay.
All right. So it ain't going to be pretty much who you like.
Okay.
It's going to be I'm trying to pick the 3 guaranteed Pro Bowlers, Yellow Jackets in this draft, who I think going to be the dude when we look back 20 years from now and look at this draft and say, that was a dude.
Okay.
That was a dude, and that was a dude.
Okay.
Sonny Styles. He's a Urlacher, Ray Lewis, London Fletcher clone that's taller than them, faster than them, stronger than them, smarter than them.
Oh, my
God.
All right.
His football IQ is through the roof. He's a monster. He is a monster. All right? When we look back, just like we did with Pat Willis, you know when you know.
Let me ask you this, because depending on what prognostication you look at, it's either Styles and Reese and Styles. Can you make a case that he's better than Arvell Reese?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
All right. The thing you're going to ask Sonny Styles to do, he's already been doing it. Run, sideline to sideline, make tackles, cover tight ends, cover running backs, cover some number 3 wide receivers. He can do it all. All right. Arvell Reese, you're going to make him an edge rusher? He's been a stand-up linebacker the last 2 years. So you're going to ask him to do something that he wasn't asked to do.
Right.
All right. One has already showed me he can do everything I'm asking him to do. The other one is projected to be the top edge rusher when I think David Bailey is the best edge rusher.
I do too.
So therefore, Arvell Reese is very much like Isaiah Simmons coming out of Clemson.
Okay.
6'4", 230-pound safety. They still ain't found a job for him yet.
Yeah.
All right, so all I'm saying is I'm going to go with the dude that already doing what I'm asking him to do. The next dude, Jeremiah Love.
I mean, he has to be in the top 3, right?
The Jeremiah Love, his athletic profile is just there. It's just there. It's just there. All right? Freakish. Now, I was caught up on my third one. I was like, do I want to go Kenyon Sadiq? Because I love me some Kenyon Sadiq.
I was going to go with him too. Once you really started talking about him, and I did a little bit, and I am not on the level of Smoostradamus or Logan, but the more that you look at his athletic traits and watch his film.
And I'm so scared he's going to be a Kansas City Chief.
Oh, God.
I am
take
so
Kelsey's place eventually.
I'm just so nervous that he's going to be a Kansas City Chief. All right? But David Bailey, man. David Bailey is a pass rushing maven.
He's just one of those guys, and he's okay against the run.
Yeah.
But you just turn him loose and let him go get the quarterback.
He reminds me of a wiry, taller Dwight Freeney.
Oh, okay.
Meaning his spin move is out of this world. All right, this dude, I have seen him put tackles in the blender. And they ain't got a chance. They ain't got a chance with this kid. Like, he's 15 sacks getting off the bus.
Texas Tech had just a bunch of NFL dudes all over their
Rodriguez,
defense.
the middle linebacker,
yeah,
they're going to go in the second round. To me, supposed to be a first round, 11 turnovers. That's how many he had this year. Interceptions, forced fumbles, and when he get the ball in his hands, he know how to dance. All right? All I'm saying is, it's some dudes in this draft right here. Might not be heavy on the quarterback side, but it's some dudes in this draft.
Can I ask you about a guy? I don't know if you've looked at him.
Me.
All right. And if you're talking about relative to where he might get drafted, I watch this guy a lot because I can't stand Texas A&M or Oklahoma. So when I'm not watching Texas trying to win, I'm watching those two teams hoping
they lose. Yeah.
But KC Concepcion.
Yes, I love him.
Is a guy that he needs a little bit of polish.
But it's a lot to work with.
When it comes to his blocking, but man, when he gets his hands on the football.
He's a jitterbug.
Yeah.
All right. He's going to add to these special teams from the first day he make it to your team. He's going to be a returner, all right, in this league. He can get vertical. He's one of these guys also that can catch a 5-yard slant and take it to
in the first
house.
15 yards. He's open.
He's open.
He's open.
Like, he's one of these guys that he need to go to a team with a legit number one. So it allows him to develop at his own pace.
Yeah.
He can't be one of these guys forced onto a team and now we got to force feed you the ball.
Right.
He need to be on a team where he can constantly get better week in and week out, and before you know it, you might have a Lavernius Coles type wide receiver right there. All right, a guy that can take the top off like Santana Moss. So it depends on where he go and how long do the team give him chance to cook. That's one thing about the draft. You're going to be put in some bad situations. If you're a good player, you're going to be probably drafted to the worst team.
Yeah.
And they're going to need you to be good early and often. And sometimes that knocks off the timing with players.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen that again and again. If a guy goes to the wrong spot, wrong defense, wrong city, whatever it is, doesn't work out, they go elsewhere, boom.
What did we see this year in the Super Bowl? Sam
Darnold, perfect example. Shining example.
Came out, went to a team that was panicking, trying to change everything. How long did they give Sam? They ain't give Sam no time to blossom.
Right.
And now they looking like that's our quarterback that just won the Super Bowl. No, it ain't your quarterback. You gave up on him.
Right.
You gave up on him. That's the only thing bad about pro sports. If you're the best person at your job in college, you're going to go to the worst company.
So we're starting a new segment here on the show. Once a month at least, we're going to talk to a fan out there. You could just be an absolute fanatic. You could be someone who has a podcast, creates content.
Yeah.
So we're going to start right now with our good friend Rio. That said, we're going to bring in Rio now and talk with him, who is not only a fan of the pod, has his own pod. We're going to talk about that as well. Man, how are you?
I am lovely, man. We're 24 days away from the draft. How are you guys this morning?
Hey, man, I'm over the skies right now. Besides this bad weather, I am okay. We got the draft coming, like you said. We get to see the new uniforms on the 15th. I'm good. I'm good right now. April's always good because it's my birthday month, so I'm always good.
And let me ask you about the uniforms, because I feel like we kind of know what's coming, maybe, but then at the same time, maybe there's a surprise or two. We don't know for sure. What do you hope to see on the 15th?
Hey, I like that. I like that you're saying surprise, because the way that my fan brain is set up, I expect us to go back to the old look of the former moniker. But when you say surprise, that makes me think maybe a new helmet's coming, maybe a redesign. But I just hope they put it all together, because I see what some of these other teams are doing, and we got some big shoes to fill when we unveil these uniforms.
Well, I think we can't go all the way back. I think it has to be a connection to the past, but also a bridge to the future. Like I don't think it could be all what it used to be, but I think it got to be a mesh up of the two. That's how I'm thinking in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Rio, let me ask you this, because you got the gear on, you have your own pod now. So give us some history about your fandom, when you became a fan, and sort of how it developed to where you are now.
I really didn't have a choice in the matter. Like, burgundy and gold was forced upon me when diapers was on. I had a Skins onesie when we won the Super Bowl when I was about 3 months old. And this team, we haven't seen too much success. I'm born in 91, and I'll be 35 years old, not to age myself. But I didn't have a choice in the matter. I've loved this team my whole life. And I knew at some point content was something that was going to find me, because this team has a chokehold on my life, and I care about every aspect of the organization.
So, Rio, I got to ask you this, because I had some dark times when we played. And as a fan, like you said, Rio, since you was born, we haven't been back to the Super Bowl. So give me the 35-year outlook of our Rio and the emotional ups and downs that we've taken you through.
Hey, 2024 is my Super Bowl. 2024 is my glory days for this team. I've seen 2 eras of Fred Smoot in DC. I've seen the 21 and the 27 era. I've seen 1,000 head coaches. Jaden Daniels and the 2024 Commanders is the best it's ever gotten for me here. There have been a lot of low days. There have been a lot of years that made me question, why do I care so much about this football team? But those low days have built a callus and a character in me that when we finally get over that mountaintop, I'm going to cry. I'm going to shed real tears for the world to see.
Rio, when you get ready for game day, because everyone has their own way, like, you get up early, do you tailgate? Like, tell me what your game day looks like.
I know, like, I used to play football growing up, so I'll have a routine, like I'm checking in to play. Like, it really matters. I cannot miss kickoff for any reason. So during the fall, don't have me or include me in any plans on a Sunday afternoon, evening, or night. Probably not a Monday night or Thursday night either. So I'm waking up early. I'm getting a really good breakfast in, since I do content and I'm live throughout the day when the games are played. I like to have a morning and move and groove, and if I have to make any stops and leave the house, I do that. You know, my son comes over and we get ready for the game. Like, we're listening to music, we're watching pregame stuff. Like, I'm just trying to kill time till 1 p.m. And last year there weren't too many 1 p.m. kickoffs.
I can say we didn't play a lot of 1 p.m. we was picked to play all the big games last year. Hopefully we'll get back to the 1 p.m. slot this year. You know.
Yikes. Yeah, you know, we got to earn our way back on primetime.
No, you have to earn your way on primetime. And you saying something right there to make me think, now that teams are opening it up for fans, media, and people that's doing their own podcasts and stuff, could you take us through a day in the stadium? Is it other podcasters with you?
Oh, there's a whole ton of us. We have a whole Commanders content community. It's beautiful. Anybody can just open up their computer, pull out their cell phone, hit live or hit record. And this lane of new media where you create your own media network. It's nice during the tailgates or meeting up at the stadium. Like, I know I like to vlog it anytime I go. So I'm recording sights in the sound. We're in the red zone lot over there, the command corner tailgate. Shout out to Chuck and Brandy. I know you've been over there, Smoot.
Yeah, I've been over there many times.
Very good time.
Yeah, most definitely it's a good time. Tailgate Ted, like that's the one thing I do. I do a big tailgate thing with Bud Light. So I literally go to all the tailgates, and by the time the season over with, I have touched every part of the stadium, pregame and postgame. So most definitely, I got the post of the fans when they come out there.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. And you got to get your food and drink in before the game starts, because for no reason do you want to have to get up and run to the bathroom or go get something to eat while the game's on. You want to be there and live in the action like you're on the field.
Well, we got the draft coming up, Rio, and I got to ask you, If Rio could walk up to the podium with the number 7 pick in the NFL draft, who is Rio choosing and why?
Oh, man, we have so many options with the 7th pick. Best player available. Jeremiah Love is my dream come true for this football team in 2026.
I love it.
Love.
Oh my God.
Listen. I told him, like, he gonna think about it. I had to go through it because I'm a big Sonny Styles guy. I really do love me some Sonny Styles. I really do. But then I kept thinking. Which player, if I added him to the roster, takes us the farthest? Who brings the most to the table? And if you bring a Jeremiah Love to the table, he takes a lot of pressure off Jedi 5. He also adds a home run hitter. And you're talking about for the next 10 years, Jedi and Jeremiah in the backfield together. That changes the way defenses go about attacking our offense.
That's like the most dynamic backfield in the NFL from day one. And it goes against my draft principles to take a running back in the top 10. But there comes times in life where you have to put your morals and principles aside because an anomaly has appeared. And Jeremiah Love is that anomaly. If he's there at 7, you sprint that car. What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
So let me ask you about free agency because I'm with you. Jeremiah Love is just so special. Like every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to take it to the house. He's just a different type of running back, like you were saying, an anomaly. But free agency, like what's a free agent or two that you really like that AP signed?
Oh, I love the Odafe Owe signing. Well, I just like the way that we attack the edge room because it being one of the weaknesses on the roster coming into the season. Some people say it was overkill. I say it was perfect. They went out and got a top dog. They went out and got depth. They went out and got more depth. And one of your weaknesses on the roster has now become a strength. I think Owe is primed and ready at 27 years old to really take off as a full-time edge rusher here in D.C. But I think my favorite signing, Leo Chanel.
Yeah.
Ooh, I seen that dude clear the bus on the parade. And I see his relative athletic score. That was a guy I was high on coming out of the draft. Seeing speed and athleticism and youth in the linebacker room, that really gets me going. And Chig Okonkwo to round it out for my big 3 of free agents. Right now, there are questions about who the number 2 receiver is on this team. Right now, it's your tight end that you just signed, your 26-year-old tight end. I'm excited about Chig, man. Former Terrapin. We got a tight end that got some wiggle to him with the ball in his hand, someone that can make something shake when he has it. I'm excited. And you know Jaden loves to throw it to the tight end.
Yeah, most definitely. And you can't forget about Nick Cross. I think Nick Cross is going to be one of those guys that jump off the screen, and by the end of next year, people going to be like, he was one of the best free agents that we signed. I thought Van Jefferson, bringing him into the wide receiver room, Rashad White bringing him in at the running back room. I think every room right now is competitive. It can be before the draft, and that's what you want. You want to figure out, I don't know who's going to be in this room because we going to keep 3 running backs, but we got 4 of them that's good enough to play in this league.
And they all do different types of things
different
as well.
things. Yeah.
1-year contracts, you're not locked into anything, so I like the strategy.
I do. I think AP really knocked it out the park. Now it's making it hard to figure out what the Commanders want to do at 7 because it's truly best player available right now.
Yeah. All right, man, before we let you go, tell us where we can see your content and listen to your pod. We got to know.
Rio Robinson on YouTube, shows called Rambling with Rio, where we ramble about Washington. It gets fun. We use colorful language. I know Smoot likes to let a few slip on, get loud sometimes.
Let it out. Let it out.
Absolutely. On all platforms, on social media, Rio_Robinson91. Anything ever happening about the team, whether it's the uniforms, the front office, the name, the on field, the off the field, I'll be yapping about this football team, man. I appreciate y'all for having me on.
You do a great job, brother. Thank you for coming on.
Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you so much.
Great talking to him.
It's always fun talking to Rio.
Yeah, he's very charismatic.
Yeah.
You can tell
he was born in it, not sworn in it.
You can tell he loves the team. So we want to hear from you guys. Who else should we talk to?
Is it Tailgate Ted? Is it
maybe?
Like, who is it?
Maybe, yeah. Email us, call us, let us know, and we'll get that person on the show. Before we go, so let's look at scheduling real quick.
All right.
Commanders will play all 4 teams in the NFC West and AFC South this season. They'll also play the third place teams in the NFC South, AFC North, and NFC North. So have that as sort of a baseline there. But when you look at let's look at the NFC West.
Yeah.
Who's going to win that division?
I don't know. Listen, Seattle, Super Bowl winner.
You want to, but the Rams are going all in.
Yeah. But also the 49ers going to be hefty.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, the only team we know ain't going to win is the Cardinals.
Yeah, they're not doing anything.
They're not going to win. But the other three are legit Super Bowl contenders. Each and every last one of them. Legit Super Bowl contenders. All of them got their quarterback. All of them got the right offensive players. Yep. All of them got a defense. Anybody, Seahawks, Rams, 49ers can win the Super Bowl. That's going to be a hard division, and that's going to be a hard 3 games for us to play, especially if we playing some of them on the road. Seattle, you know about the 12th man up there.
Yep.
All right. They still watering outside the numbers at the 49ers stadium. You ain't never hear about that, huh?
I've heard about that.
Yeah. They did this. You don't know nothing about this, Anna?
I thought we were talking about
No, Levi Stadium, the 49ers' old stadium. It used to always be wet outside the numbers.
Oh.
Now, the 49ers wide receivers know it's going to be wet, so they ready for it. But the defensive back coming to play doesn't know that. I called early and find out that they being shy.
Called the groundskeeper?
Willie
the groundskeeper.
What was the groundskeeper?
And the Simpsons. It was Willie, right?
Yeah, it's wet out there, man. Listen, every stadium has these things that they do. And it's known in the NFL. It's known that the 49ers is going to be slippery out there, so we wear longer spikes when we play there.
Also, did you hear that the Niners actually finished a study? Because, there was that rumor that electronic substation right out there outside the practice facility led to their injuries. So the Niners did conduct with some sort of scientist, and he came in, ran all the tests, and he found nothing.
Well,
so that conspiracy theory was floating around for a while.
Well, think about it. We're at the cutting edge of technology right now, so we don't know how our cell phone affect us.
That's true.
We won't know that for 50 years. Right? That's why I'm one of these picky people. I never put my cell phone to my face.
Really?
No.
Because in 10 years, you don't want a baby arm growing out of your forehead?
Listen, I just never put it to my face. One, because I talk only through speaker.
Okay.
So I never put the germs on my face on the phone. All right.
Okay.
And I just don't want it close to my brain like that.
Okay.
So, yeah. So I talk through the speaker. I talk through my...
but you'll are they Bluetooth headphones? Because at that point, there's waves anywhere.
That Bluetooth right into your brain.
I've accepted defeat at this point with that headphones and the earbuds. I'm just like, I got to have my music, especially at the airport.
I'm
my
fine.
things I need.
No, I'm fine with it. All I say is I'm just not one of those guys. I'm not cell phone needy.
Yeah.
Oh, AFC South.
AFC South. Titans, Jags, Texans, Colts. Well, we can kick the Titans to the curb.
The Titans going to be a better team.
They'll be better.
With Coach Saleh, they're going to be a better team. Jaguars was the team to beat. The question is, did free agency peel them back and set them back a little bit?
Yep.
The Texans, to me, are a very dangerous team. C.J. Stroud going to be better. Their defense is elite.
Is nasty.
Is elite. And the Colts, Indiana Jones.
I mean, the Colts were good last year until
Indiana Jones got hurt.
Yeah.
And so at the end of the day, they're going to be back. They're going to be ready to play. Like, the schedule next year, it's going to be fun. But it's going to be hard. It's going to test our metal. And I always say, just look at the quarterbacks you're going to play. Sam Darnold. I don't know who the Cardinals quarterback is. Then you got Matthew Stafford. You got
Brock Purdy.
Yeah,
Cam
Purdy.
Ward.
Cam Ward. Yeah.
Oh, Jacoby Brissett is expected to be the starter.
Oh, Jacoby Brissett.
He won't be the starter.
And, Gardner Minshew also signed.
Oh, they can't go. They can't go into the year like that. No, yeah, they can because they probably in the Arch Manning sweepstakes.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, they're
that's
probably
true.
in the Arch Manning. But the man is not going to let a man go to
Arizona.
They're not going to do that. They done already showed We say no to people.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because you remember the San Diego Chargers? We drafted Eli, and he was like, nah, you're not. You're not.
And then finally, NFC East, us Cowboys, Eagles, Giants.
I feel like
this is going to be we've talked about this before, especially with Harbaugh going to New York.
It's going to be a hard division.
It's going to be a hard division.
It's going to be a hard division. Now you got to say, what other things add to the pot? Philadelphia is slowly unraveling. All right.
Their days of
dominance
is over. They're starting to unfold.
They're starting to unfold. They're starting to can't pay everybody. It's starting to peel. All right. The New York Giants on the upkeep. All right. They're moving forward. Yeah. I hate to say this. It tastes like goulash in my mouth. And this, Jerry Jones is doing a good job over there, man.
He actually is. They just need to, and you said this, which is a very good point. Can both sides of the football be good
at the same time? That's it. Because you add Rashawn Gary, Quinn Williams, you got Overshawn, you got dudes. You got dudes to what? A top 5 offense?
And now you got draft picks too coming your way.
2 first rounders. All I'm saying is, Jerry, watch out now.
They'll screw it up in the playoffs.
No. They gonna mess it up now.
They'll mess it up.
Because the big question still lies: is my dog brother, Dak Prescott, is he a playoff quarterback? That's gonna be the talk.
Yeah.
Is he a playoff quarterback? That's gonna be the big test right there. But not looking forward to going against New York Giants and Dart and Cam Scatterboo.
I wonder how his recovery's coming.
He probably already
He's
wrestling.
probably already.
I've been saying he probably on the wrestling.
Probably already practicing karate.
I've been saying like this dude, right? He just one of those just grunkish players. And when I say grunkish, I mean just everybody got their friend that in high school just start banging his head against the locker for no reason.
Yeah,
that's him.
Everybody's banging helmets. He doesn't have a helmet on.
Like his name's supposed to be Bill. Bill.
That's going to do it for the Get Loud podcast presented by SeatGeek. A reminder, put in your schedule. We're going to be out at Northwest Stadium.
Draft night.
Blue's going to be there. We're going to be there. Going to be a good time. So come on out and see us. We'll have more details as we get closer to the draft. And, of course, another pod coming at you next week.
Yep, most definitely. Peace. The Get Loud podcast was filmed at the Big Bear AI Command Center Studios. Big Bear AI offers mission-ready AI for a rapidly evolving world and proudly protecting the Washington Commanders and his fans.
The views and opinions expressed by our podcast guests and or hosts are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the Washington Commanders or any of their representatives.